This is the Business of Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
I'm really excited about our guest today. Got to see him live at Scale Up Conference in Anaheim, California last month, and his message, his story just resonated in a big way. The audience captivated, myself included. And his bio, San Francisco-based Alden Mills, began taking control of his life at age 12. Doctor told him to learn chess because his asthma would keep him from playing sports. His first goal was to conquer the asthma, and then he went on to achieve extraordinary things. I'm going to let him tell you some of those, but there's so much more, but I want to get to our conversation. So, Alden, thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Derek, it's an honor to be here, and I love what you're doing.
Hey, thank you so much. I want to hear, we always like our listeners, many of them are familiar with you, but take us back, tell us about you as a person, and just kind of give us some highlights of your journey. And then I want to make sure we have time to talk about these unstoppable teams, because I just find this fascinating.
Well, I can take you back as far as that kind of first transformational moment with my mom in a doctor's office that was told that I was born with a smaller set of lungs and that I needed to lead a less active lifestyle. And it was Mom in those early days with her sharp fingernails that would dig into my arm, who would just remind me day in, day out, nobody defines what you can do but you. You hear me? Of course, I didn't hear it the first time or the second, but when somebody continually whispers that positive energy into your ear again and again and again, it encouraged me to go try some other sports. Sports where I really wasn't that good at them. She would say, so what if you scored against your own team in basketball? Go try another sport. Mom was a perpetual optimist, but I bring that point up because that was really the pebble in the pond that, convinced me to have the confidence to keep trying to find something, which ended up being rowing. I was pretty good at sitting on my butt going backwards for long periods of time. But rowing took me to the Naval Academy. Eventually, it took me to SEAL Team. And then from SEAL Team, another series of events occurred. In much the same way that you and I were talking about leadership, I started realizing, I may not have been like the world's greatest shooter or the world's greatest diver, but I was pretty good at leading teams. And when I came out to be a civilian after business school, that was the first thing that I really had a front sight focus on was, okay, where can I get some increased leadership responsibility? And at first I started off working in a software startup in San Francisco. I moved out here with my wife and my dog because we were like, hey, let's go live in a place neither of us had lived in. And so we kind of threw a dart on a board and landed up in San Francisco. And then I realized that, it's really hard to lead a team if there are other people that aren't really intentional or don't care about leading. And I left. I was really disenfranchised. I thought I'd go back into the military. And at the 11th hour, it was my wife this time that started whispering, hey, you've always said you want to start a business. Why don't you try?
Derek Champagne here. So many exciting things happening in 2019. Join us. Visit DerekChampagne.com.